July 13th, 2014, at Rush Park in Rossmore, and the revelers begin to gather early for an al fresco Shakespearean romp of the surreal, A Midsummer Night's Dream. Brought to the park this year, courtesy of the Shakespeare by the Sea Theatrical Company. But even before the pilgrims arrive, the actors and staff of Shakespeare by the Sea show up to build a complete outdoor stage from the ground up. A feat in itself we'd like you to see the nuts and bolts of, so to speak, to believe. Remember, these are the same actors who will shortly be transforming this stage they built that day into a Shakespearean Midsummer Night's Dream. A Midsummer Night's Dream is, as you will see, a thing of many parts. A play within a play within a dream. But just so you don't get too lost in the reveries, Shakespeare by the Sea actor Patrick Vest, who plays the lead character Bottom, gives us a thumbnail sketch of this borderline hallucination of a play by William Shakespeare. Okay, we're here for the Sunday night edition of Shakespeare by the Sea's Midsummer Night's Dream, and I'm talking with, actually the director of tonight's production, Patrick Vest.
Correct.
Patrick, and that is quite a vest you
Thank
have.
You. You know, Bottom's a weaver as well. I'm also playing Bottom, and so I feel like he probably made this, which is why he's poor.
Yeah. Okay. Well, besides playing the very lead role of Bottom, you also are directing tonight's performance.
That's correct.
This particular play, of all of Shakespeare's plays, is one of the most inscrutable, and may not even meant to be scrutable by Shakespeare. He certainly, and maybe that's why he calls it a dream. But how do you get, as far as a director's concerned, how do you get your mind and your arms around it and get all of your players following suit?
Well, there's scholarship, and my mom was an English professor, and we had conversations about this play a lot because she loved it. And she always said that she found it amazing that this is probably his most produced comedy because there's scholarship that suggests he wrote it as a mask for a wedding, like that happens in the play within the play. So she says it's a play within a play and a mask within a mask. And so when I approached it, I said, this is a gift, and so we're going to give this everything we can to the audience. And so we're going to take very seriously what we're doing, but it's going to be hilarious.
Okay. Well, we hope we can follow it. And to that end, wouldn't it be just wonderful if you could give us just a little thumbnail sketch so that people can follow along, because it is tough to follow in some places.
All right. So Hermia is in love with Lysander, and Lysander is in love with Hermia.
Yeah.
Okay. Demetrius is in love with Hermia. Hermia doesn't care for Demetrius.
He's going to run out of fingers here.
Yeah. Helena is in love with Demetrius, but Demetrius doesn't love Helena. So you'd think Hermia and Lysander should get together because they love each other. But Hermia's father, Aegeus, wants Hermia to marry Demetrius, who she despises. So he goes to the Duke and he says, Duke, either my daughter is going to marry Demetrius like I want him to, or she has to die by our law, which is part of the ancient Athenian law. And then Theseus amends it to say, or she can become a nun. So those are her three choices. Well, instead, Hermia and Lysander run off into the woods. Helena tells Demetrius that they ran off in the woods. He pursues her. She pursues him. And now they're in the woods. Well, the thing about the woods outside of Athens is that they're teeming with fairies. And the fairies happen to be at war. So Oberon and Titania are at war over a changeling boy. It's a half-human, half-sprite child who can change shapes. Oberon wants him to be his page. Titania wants to keep him because the mother was a votress of her order, so was a nun of her denomination. So they're at war. Puck, who is Oberon's right-hand man, is this getting any easier to follow?
Well, just trying to get the name straight.
Yes. Puck, who is Oberon's right-hand man, is a trickster, a prankster. So the lovers are in the woods. There's a magic flower that can make anybody fall in love with anybody. Oberon gets it, puts it on Titania's eyes, hoping that she'll fall in love with some beast so he can beg the boy from her. Puck puts it on Lysander's eyes. He wakes up and loves Helena suddenly instead of Hermia. And then he does it to Demetrius, and so they're both in love with Helena now, and Hermia's left out in the cold. And so the hilarity ensues as they all try to woo one another. Meanwhile, Bottom and his group are going to perform a play for Theseus, and they end up in the woods, and Puck runs across them and decides to have fun with them. He puts a donkey's head in place of Bottom's head. Titania wakes up, falls in love with Bottom with a donkey's head on his head. And then that's sort of the crux of the play, and then it kind of everybody gets to be with who they're supposed to be, and it all works out in the end.
It does all work out in the end.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure I got all of that. I hope you all were taking notes, but even if you weren't, Shakespeare has a way of unraveling in the process. So stay with it, and I think maybe appropriately, let's go out with a comment from your character, Bottom.
Great.
Patrick Vest, director, and one of lead roles in tonight's Midsummer Night's Dream. Bottom, who says, I have no doubt to hear you say,
"It is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away. Go away."
Sounds like good advice. And on with the play.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer it. Hey ho! Hey ho! Hey ho! Did you ever have that dream where you're standing on a stage and you don't know what you're supposed to say? You're not wearing any clothes? Well, I think I'm experiencing that right now. I'm wearing clothes. It's your loss. Oh, she knows. She's seen it. Hi, how are you? I'm Nick. Whoa. Down, hellhound. Down. Hi, how are you? Nick Bottom, the Weaver. Hi, how are you? Nick Bottom. Weaver by trade, actor by other trade. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? Hi, how are you? Nick Bottom. Nick Bottom. Weaver, actor, dreamer. There it is. Write that down. That's good, right? Yeah. These are really good seats. You should have got here earlier. These seats are much better. So I am an aspiring actor. If I could just make, I don't know, 6 pence a day more, I could afford things like new clothes and food and a place to live. Probably, I'm currently between homicidals, so I live here, in the park. In fact, this is a little awkward, but I sleep right here, right where you are. So you're gonna have to get out of here. That's where. No, just move over, scooch. Move your bottom. This bottom has to sleep. When my cue comes, call me and I will answer it.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. For happy days will bring in another moon. But only think how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, as to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young men's revenue.
For days will quickly steep themselves in nights. For nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, who bends in heaven, shall behold the night of our
with my sword, and one thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in a different key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Happy thee, Theseus! Our renowned chief!
Thanks, good Aegeus. What news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia! Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. What cunning hath thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I ask the ancient privilege of Athens!
What?
As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which is either to this gentleman or to her death,
What?
according to our law immediately provided in this case.
What say you, fair Hermia? Be advised to you, your father should be as a god, one who composed your beauties, yea, and to whom you are as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and to whom he may leave the figure, or disfigure it, as he will. What say you? Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In his own he is. But wanting this, your father's voice, the other must be considered the worthier.
I would my father looked, but with my eyes.
Rather, you must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace, and I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth. Examine well your blood. Whether you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, in a shady cloister mew, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting fate hymns to the pale moon. Thrice blessed they that master so their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled, than that which on the virgin thorn grows, dies, and lives in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin baton up into his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for bond of everlasting friendship. Upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would. Or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity, aye, and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true, he hath my love. And what is mine, my love doth render him. And she is mine. And all my right of her, I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved by beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, all avouch it to his head, made love to Nita's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry, upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess, I have heard so much and thought to speak to Demetrius thereof. But come, Demetrius, and come, Aegeus. I have some private schooling for you both. As for you, Hermia, look you fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to a life of singleness, or to wed Demetrius as he would. Pray, come, let us go.
now, my love. Why is your cheek so pale? How chance of roses there do fade so fast?
But like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me. For aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
How cross! Too high to be enthralled to low?
or else misgrafted in respect of years.
Spite! Too old to be engaged to young.
Or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell! To choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collied night, that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power to say, Behold! The jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If, then, true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, for fancy's followers.
It's a good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, no, by his best arrow, with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus' doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves, and by the fire that burned the Carthage queen when the false Troyan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
He promised, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you meet fair, not that fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching. Oh, we're favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear would catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue would catch your tongue. Sweet melody, were the world thine, Demetrius, being baited, the rest I would give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Whoa.
Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens is a paradise to me. Ah, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned this heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold the silver visage in her watery glass, decking with liquid pearls the bladed grass, a time of night that lovers' flights does still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers through tomorrow. Deep midnight.
Hello, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. Is you on Demetrius? I hope he dotes on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is when Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figures unheedy haste. And so is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled, as waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But here in me nigh to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day.
First, good Peter Quinn, say what the play treats on, then read the names of your actors, so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, my masters, I assure you, and to Mary. Now call forth your actors from the scroll. Masters, present.
Answer as I call you, Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
Oh, a lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will call for some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure, not to the rest. Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. Oh, I could play Heracles rarely, or a part to tear a cat in to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, call forth the rest of your actors. This is Heracles' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute the bellows mender. Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
Oh, what is Thisbe? A wandering knight.
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I've a beard. Coming? It's coming!
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. Oh, I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Ah, Pyramus, thy lady dear and lover dear, thy Thisbe dear.
No. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Robin Starveling, must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quint.
You, Pyramus' father, myself, Thisbe's father, Snug the joiner, you the lion's part, and I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I'm slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. Oh, I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I shall make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
Oh, that would hang us everybody!
I grant you, friends, that if you fright the ladies out of the wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as a nightingale. I will roar you as 'twere any sucking dove.
You can play no part but Pyramus! For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see on a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to calm them by tomorrow night and meet me in the Palace Wood, a mile without the town by moonlight. There will we rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I shall draw a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there may we rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect, adieu!
At the Duke's Oak, we meet.
Enough! Hold the compose.
With a wonder you.
Oh, over hill and over dale, thorough bush and thorough briar, over park and over pale, thorough flood and thorough fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to dew her orbs upon the green. Those cowslips tall her pensioners be, in their gold coat spots you see, those be rubies, fairy favors, in those freckles live their savors. Oh, I must go seek some dewdrops here to hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Goodbye, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone. My queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight.
What?
You take heed, the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wroth, for she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Oh, are you not he that frights the maidens of the villagry, skims milk and sometimes labors in the quirm, and bootless makes the breathless housewives churn, and sometimes makes the drink to bear no barm, misleads night wanderers laughing at their harm, those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck, you do their work and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest all right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
Oh, and here my queen. Would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Oh, then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? come from that farthest steppe of India? Oh, but that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress and warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never once since midsummer spring met we on hill and dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margent of the sea to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds that piping to us in vain, as in revenge have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling in the land have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The human mortals want their winters here, and through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts far in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old time's thin and icy crown an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is, as in mockery set. The spring, the summer, the childish, the angry winter change their wonted liveries. And the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evil comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, but she, being mortal of that boy, did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long you within this tent stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, or if you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Oh! Fairies, away! We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle buck, come hither. Sheesh, good Lord, man. Since once I sat, thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid sitting on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their seers to hear the sea maid sing.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and earth, Cupid all armed. A certain aim he took, and a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched by the chaste beams of the watery moon. And the imperial votress passed on, made in meditation fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk-white, now purple with love's wounds. And maidens called it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, that herb I shewed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly the next living creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a good round about the earth. 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. And the next thing that she waking looks upon, be it on lion, on bear, on bull, on wolf, or boar, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I might do so with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? Who comes here? I am invisible, and will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slave me. Thou toldst me they would
stolen unto this wood, and here I am, and woe within this wood because I cannot meet my Hermia. Oh, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, and yet you draw not iron from my heart as true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather do I not? In plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you.
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, beat me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg? And your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
Oh, and I am sick when I look not on you.
Oh, you do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you, not to trust the opportunity of night in the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. Oh. For that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think myself not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you and my respect are all the world. So, how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I run from thee, and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
Oh, the wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Fruitless speed when cowardice pursues, and valor flies.
Oh, I will not say thy questions. Let me go, or do not believe that if thou followest me, that I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, in the field you do me mischief. By Demetrius? Oh, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo.
Stay. 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 Yes. Yes.
I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. And ere he doth leave this grove, you shall fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Ah, I saw the flower there. Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee. I pray thee, give it me. And with the juice of it I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me here ere the next cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do.
Oh, yes.
Now a roundel and a fairy song. Then, for the third part of the minute, hence, some to kill cankrows in the musk-rose buds. Some war with rare mice for their leathern wings to make my small elves' coats, and some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
Started stakes with double toe. Horny hedgehogs be no
thou seest, when thou dost wake. Do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce, or cat, or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak truth, I forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Mind you at bed, for I, upon this bank, will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both, one heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied, but gentle friend, for love and courtesy lie further off, in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant. Good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I, and end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed.
No. No.
Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, and Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And there, the maiden, sleeping sound, on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy churl. Upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I'm gone, for I must now to Oberon.
I charge thee hence, and follow me no more.
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay, on thy peril, I alone will go. No.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears.
What?
Huh.
No. No. No.
No, I am as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. No marvel then Demetrius as a monster fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eye? I was here, Lysander, on the ground, dead or asleep. I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart.
Oh.
Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword!
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What, though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia, no. I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not change a raven for a dove? Will Venice by his reason swayed. And reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season. So I, being young till now, ripe not to reason. And touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will and leads me to your eyes. Where I o'erlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Oh, wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve such scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth, you do in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare ye well. Perforce, I must confess, I thought you a lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest stings, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. So thou, my surfeit and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Oh, help me. Lysander, help me. Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Oh, I mean, for pity. Oh, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at its cruel prey. Lysander? What, removed? Lysander! Lord! What, out of hearing gone? No sound? No word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No. Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all mad?
Hat, hat, and here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince,
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never serve. First, Pyramus must draw a sword and kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you to that?
Lacking a parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. Write me a prologue. And let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords. Peradventure, to make it better, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
When you consider with yourselves, masters, to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living. You ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same defect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would entreat you, I would desire you, I would request you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, 'twere pity on my life. I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are. And then let him name his name and tell him plainly he's Snug the Joiner.
Snug the Joiner.
Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there is two hard things. That is, to bring moonlight into a chamber, for you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Why then may you leave the casement of the great chamber window where we do our play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye. Or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern and say, she comes to disfigure or present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing, that is to bring a wall into the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Ah! Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some stone, or some loam, or some rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus. And through that chink shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so every man according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here? And so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor. An actor, too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus! Thisbe, stand forth!
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet.
Odors, odors.
Odors, savors sweet. Oh, so hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice, stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, a marry must you, for you must understand. He goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most raged Pyramus, most lily-white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, most brisky juvenile and eke most lovely Jew, as truest horse they yet may never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb!
Ninus tomb, man. Why, you must not speak that part yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your parts at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh! As truest horse that yet may never tire!
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Prey masters! Fly masters!
Bounce around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless mare. Sometime a fire, and neigh, and bark, and grunt, and roar, and burn like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire! At every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of theirs to make me afeard.
Thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
Oh, what do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Oh. Bless thee, Bottom! Bless thee! Thou art translated! Oh!
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me if they could. Well, I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down, and I will sing, so they shall hear that I am not afraid. Oh, the owl so cock so black of hue, with orange shining bill, the throsser with his note so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo gray. But note the many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. He dares not answer nay.
Oh, I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtue force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to speak truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. More's the pity some honest neighbor will not make them friends. Hey, I can bleak upon occasion.
Oh, thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Oh, not so neither, but if I had enough wit to get out of these woods, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood, do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee of the peas blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed. Ready? And I. Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bag, steal from the humble bee, and pluck the wings of painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams in his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies. Hail! Hail! Hail!
Hail! Oh, I cry your worship's mercy, hardly I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Oh, I desire you more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest sir, I pray you.
Peas blossom.
Oh, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peas God, your father. I desire you more acquaintance too, good Master Peas Blossom. Your name, good sir, I beseech you.
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. Oh, I promise you, your kindred hath made mine eyes water ere now. I desire you a more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come. Wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity.
Oh!
Now, tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake, and what it was that next came in her eye that she much dote on with extremity. Ah, here comes my messenger. Ah, how now, mad spirit, what night rule about this haunted grove?
My mistress with the monster is in love.
Ah, this falls out better than I could devise. But latched thou the Athenian's eyes as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, a force, she must be eyed.
Oh, stand by. This is the same Athenian.
Oh, this is the woman, but not this the man.
Ah.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so?
Oh.
Thy breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hadst slain Lysander in his sleep, being all her shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. But that he would like, oh my God. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? No, it cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good, Demetrius. Wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my house.
Oh, thou dog, thou cur, thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? And was never be numbered among men.
How did you spend your passion on a bit of food? I am not guilty of Lysander dead! Nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more. From thy hated presence part I so. See me no more.
No!
Whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein, therefore here for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heavy in his stuff, every fear grow, for death that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which now in some slight measure it will pay. Here will I rest me.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprison it must perforce ensue some true love turn false, and not false turn true.
Then fate or rules of one man holding troth, a million fail confounding oath on oath.
About the wood, swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick is she, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love, and cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here.
I go. Look, how swift I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Come on, yes, get in there. That's nice. Flower of this purple dove, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye, win his love, he doth espy. Let her shine as glorious as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand.
Oh.
And the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll two at once who won. That must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why do you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep. In vows so born in the nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith that prove them true?
Oh, you do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh, devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her or weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh? Your vows to her and me, put into scales, will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her or.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena! Goddess! Perfect! Nymph! Divine! To what, my love, do I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss!
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you're all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me this much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? You, if you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with your hearts.
No.
You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena?
No.
Oh, a trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander! Keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her as guest-wife sojourned, and now to Helena is it home returned, there to remain. Helen,
It is not so.
disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide it dear. Ah! Oh. Look, there is thy love, yonder is thy dear.
Dark night that from the eye its function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Wherein it doth impair the seeing sense apace, the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I think it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
But love could press Lysander from my side.
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery oes and eyes of light. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, our sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. So, to a double cherry. Seeming parted, but yet a union in partition. Two lovely berries. Molded on one stem, with two seeming bodies. One heart. And will you rent our ancient love asunder by joining with men in scorning your poor friends? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I'm amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine, rare, precious, celestial. Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me, forsooth, affection, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever. Counterfeit, sad looks make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink each at other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. Had you any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well.
No.
'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
No. Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compare.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. I love thee, Helena, by my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose for thee to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
Oh, if thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick!
Lysander, where'd you tinsel this?
Away, you Ethiop!
No. He'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet... Oh, come not! You are not tame, man. Go!
Hang off, thou cat! Thou vile thing, let loose or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes here, sweet love?
Thy love? Out, tawny tartar! Out! Out, loathed medicine! Hated potion hence!
Do you not? Yes!
Yeah, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What, should I hurt her, kill her, strike her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me! Wherefore? I mean, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? I'm as fair now as I was erewhile. Oh. Since night you loved me. Yet, since night you left me. Why then, you left me. Oh, the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say.
Aye, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest. That I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me! You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Oh, fie in faith! What? Have you no modesty? No touch of bashfulness? No maiden shame? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie.
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 You counterfeit. You puppet, you.
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, with her height, forsooth, she has prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak. How low am I? I'm not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eye!
Gentlemen, no, you let me let her not harm me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in truishness. I am a right maid for my cowards. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower hark again!
Oh, good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I ever more did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you.
Never wronged you.
Save that. For love unto Demetrius, I told him of your stealth into this wood. He followed you. For love, I followed him. But he hath chid me hence and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. So now you will let me quiet go. Back to Athens will I bear my folly and follow you no further. Let me go! You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why, get you gone! Who is it that hinders you?
Foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What with Lysander?
With Demetrius!
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little! Again, nothing but low! And little! Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her!
Hang off, thou cat, thou worm! I'll be let loose! Or I will shake thee! No, I already said that! Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus of entering our grass maid, you bead, you...
Acorn.
Acorn!
You are too repetitive on her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. No. Now follow if thou darest to try who's right. Of thine or mine is most in Helena.
So, nay, I'll go with thee.
Cheek by jaw!
You, mistress! All this coil is long of you, nay,
Oh, I will not trust you, nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray, but my legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed. I know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Leave me, King of Shadows. I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise, for I have anointed an Athenian's eye. And so far, I am glad it so did sort, for this there jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie therefore, Robin, forecast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one not come within another's way. Like Lysander, sometimes frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometimes rear thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty eyes doth creep, then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When next they wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Well, I this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace. Yeah.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am fair in field and town. Goblin, lead them. And here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow my voice to plainer ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Ha ha! Thou coward! Thou runnest away! Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush, where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Art thou bragging to the stars? Telling the bushes that thou lookst for wars? Come, recreant! Come, thou child! I'll beat thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee!
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we will try no manhood here! Woo!
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he goes, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. That, fallen high and dark, uneven way, and here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day. For but once thou show me thy grey light, I will find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me, if thou darest, for well I want. Thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand and look me in the face.
Oh, come hither, I am here.
Nay, thou mockst me. Thou shalt buy this deer, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now, go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My days approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night.
Oh.
Oh, long and tedious night.
Oh.
Abate thy hours.
Oh.
Sign comforts from the east, so that I may back to Athens by daylight.
Oh.
From these my poor company detest.
Oh.
And sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but 3, come one more. 2 of both kinds make up 4. Oh, here she comes. Cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad just to make poor females mad.
Never so weary,
Oh.
never so in woe.
Oh.
Bedabbled with the dew and torn with the briars.
Oh.
I can no further crawl.
Oh.
No further go.
Oh, oh.
My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day.
On the ground, sleep sound.
Heavens, shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
Sleep sound, woman. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known that every man should take his own in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
We will now take a short intermission.
my fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready.
Monsieur Cobweb, good Monsieur. Yeah. Get your weapons in your hand and kill me. A red-hipped humblebee on top of a thistle. And Monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, Monsieur. And Monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to see you overflown with honey bag, good Monsieur Cobweb. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Oh, good Monsieur Mustard Seed, give me your neef. I think I must to a barber, Monsieur. I feel marvelous hairy about the face. Pray you leave your courtesy, good Monsieur Mustard Seed.
What is your will?
Nothing but to help Cavalier Cobweb to scratch.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
Oh, I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
Oh, or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay. The sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy who shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. Pray, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist, so the female ivy enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee! How I dote on thee!
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting of her of late behind the woods, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she his hairy temples had rounded with a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I did ask her of her changeling boy, which straight she gave me, and fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now that I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle pup, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he waking, when the others do, may all Athens back again repair. But think no more of this night's accidents as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
Oh, my Oberon! What visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while, Robin. Take off his head. Titania, music call and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the senses.
Music, music such as charmed sleep.
When thy own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music! Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now and I are in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it all to fair prosperity. There shall be the pairs of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus in all jollity.
Oh, fairy king, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silent sad trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I here was sleeping found with these mortals on the ground.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer in my next is most fair Pyramus. Hey-ho. Peter Quince. Flute the bellows mender. Snout the tinker. Starveling.
God's my life, stolen hence and left me here asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There's no man can say what. Methought I was, and methought I had. Man is but a patched fool if he will offer up to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's hand is unable to taste, his heart to report, nor his tongue to conceive what my dream was. I shall have Peter Quince write me a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom, and I shall sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Is performed, and since we have the wayward of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hound.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bade the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred of Spartan kind. Judge when you hear. Oh, but soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter, here asleep. This, Lysander is. Here Demetrius is. And here Helena, old Neater's Helena. I do wonder at their being here
No
together.
doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing of our intent came here in grace and solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is this not the day that Hermia, should her answer give her choice?
It is.
Good morrow, friends.
Oh, sweet.
St. Valentine is past. Begin these woodwords but a couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. Hey, I know you two are rival enemies. How come such gentle concord in this world, that hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. But as yet, I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly what I speak, and now do I bethinks me so dis, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens where we might without the peril.
Enough, my lord, you have enough. I ask the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helena told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy followed me. But my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power 'tis my love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle god, which
In childhood I did dote upon, but now all the faith and virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, I was betrothed ere I saw her, but like in sickness did I loathe this food. But now in health do I come to my natural taste. Now do I wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it. Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Well, all right then. Of this discourse we will hear more anon. Aegeus, I will overbear you. For in this temple, by and by, with us these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now, as something worn, our proposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast of great solemnity. Not today.
Oh! Stop!
Oh, come, Hippolyta! These things seem small and indistinguishable.
Methinks I see these things through a parted eye, where everything seems double.
Aye, so many things. I found Demetrius, like a jewel, mine own, and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep. We dream. Was not the Duke here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then we are awake. Let's follow them.
Oh, yes.
And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
Oh, have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, does it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he.
No, he simply hath the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too, and he is a very paramour for a sweet voice.
No, you must say paragon. Paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
The Duke is coming from the temple, and there are 2 and 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we'd all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully bottom. Thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life. He could not have escaped 6 pence a day. And had the Duke not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day for Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you I'm no true Athenian, I'll tell you everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get you your apparel together, every man look o'er his part, for the short and long is our play is preferred! At any rate, let Thisbe have clean linens, and let not he who plays the lion pare his nails. They shall hang out as the lion's claws, and most, dear actors, eat no garlic nor onions, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words away! Go away.
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys.
But all the story of the night told over in all their minds, transfigured so together, more witnesseth in fancy's images and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers!
God!
Full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle dear friends, and joy, fresh days of love.
Your royal walks, your boards, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and our bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of the torturing hour?
Oh, here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for us this evening? What mask, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight,
There is a brief how many sports are ripe. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
No. No. No, not that one either. Oh! No. A tedious scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of the discord?
There is a play, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself.
Oh.
Which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine own eyes water. But more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter, never shed.
What are they that play it?
Oh, hard-handed men that work in Athens here, that never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptials.
We will hear it!
No! My noble lord, it is not for you. I have seen it over, and there is nothing in the world unless you can find sport in their intent, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain, to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
But he says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing.
My noble lord, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach!
If we offend, it is with our good will. That you should think, we come not to offend, but with good will. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider, then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here. That you should here repent you, the actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth stand upon points.
But his prologue like a rough colt, he knows not to stop.
Indeed, he hath played upon his prologue like a child on the recorder, a sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next, huh?
Gentles! Perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe is certain. This man, with lime and rough cast, doth present Wall. That vile wall which did these lovers thunder, and through Wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper. At the which let no man wonder. This man, with lantern, dog, and bushel thorn, presented moonshine for, if you would know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion, vile with bloody mouth, did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and binds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat, with blade, with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling, bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One line may, when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall. and such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus, and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so. This, the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
That is the wittiest partition that e'er I heard, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night. Oh, night with hue so black. Oh, night whichever art when day is not. Oh, night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And now, O wall, oh sweet and lovely wall that stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me. Oh!
The wall being sensible, methinks, should curse again.
No, indeed, sir, he should not. You see, deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now. I'm to spy her through the... You shall see. It shall fall pat as I have told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones. Thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee. Oh.
I see a voice. Now will I to the wall and spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander am I trusty still.
And I, like Helen, till the fates me kill.
Not Shaphalus to Procris was so true.
As Shaphalus to Procris, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole. Not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done the swell away doth go.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amend them,
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Ha! Here come two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wildest rage doth roar. Roar! Then know that I, when snug the joiner, am no lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife, into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast of good conscience.
The very best at a beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lantern doth the horned moon present.
Why, she should have worn the horns on her head.
This lantern doth the horned moon present.
Myself, the man in the moon, do you see?
Yeah, this is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put in the lanthorn. How is it else the man in the moon?
Ah, he dares not go for the candle there, for you see, it is already in snow.
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change.
It appears by this small light of discretion that he is in the wane, but yet, in courtesy and all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that this lantern is the moon. I, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog. Dog? Dog?
Why, all these should have been put in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. Oh, but silence. Here comes Thisbe.
This is old Minnie's tomb.
Minus!
Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe!
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good
Well-moused lion.
And so the lion vanished.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take in truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, oh spite, but mark, poor night, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes, do you see? How can it be, oh dainty duck, oh dear? Thy mantle good, what stained with blood? Oh, approach ye furies fell. Oh, fates come! Come, cut thread and thrum, now quail, crush, conclude, and quell.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame? This lion vile hath here deflowered, my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that ever lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out, sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus. I that left pap where heart doth hop. Thus die I. Thus. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die, 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 die. Oh.
God. How chance? Moonsheen is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
No, she will find him by starlight. Ha! Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a pair moose. I hope she will be brief.
She hath spied him already with those sweet eyes.
Asleep, my love! What? Dead by death! Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Quite dumb? Dead? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These, my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow gaslit cheeks are gone! Are gone! Lovers, make moan. His eyes were as green as links. Oh, sisters three, come to me with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shorn with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast and brew. And farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends.
I assure you the wall is down that parted their fathers.
Will it please your grace to see an epilogue or to hear a Bergamask dance performed by two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse when the players are all dead. There needs none to be blamed. Marry, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself, that writ as Thisby's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is truly, very notably discharged. Come! The Iron Tongue of Midnight. Oh, I have nothing for you. Applause is all you get. Actors. The Iron Tongue of Midnight hath told 12 lovers to bed.
Oh.
'Tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn, as much as we this night have o'erwatched the palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity, and nightly revels, and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task fordone. Now it is the time of night, that the graves be gaping wide. Everyone lets forth their sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hickat steam from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now a frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed we will see, which by us shall blessed be, and the issue e'er create, ever shall be fortunate. Every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless, throughout this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed ever shall in safety rest. Twip away, make no stay, meet me all by the break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think about this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weakened idle theme, no more yielding but a dream, gentle, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And, as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, I'll make amends ere long, or else the puck will lie a call. So good night, unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Of A Midsummer Night's Dream, and that you will join us for our other production.